Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra and thank you for joining me for today's video. So, can you believe it? This is the last month in our Cultivate What Matters goal planner. And now, before we start getting into December, I just wanted to say that if you haven't already checked out this system, I highly recommend you should. I do have an affiliate link down in the description box below. And I think that if you haven't tried out a goal planning system and you feel like you want to achieve more in your life, now is the time to start. So the 2022 planners are available on their website. You should check it out. It will only make your life better, I promise. In saying that, let's open up to, I guess we'll look at November quickly. So it's getting close to the end of November for me, and I have a lot of stuff going on the end of the month. It's always busy at the end of any month for me, and December is going to be especially ridiculous. So what I plan to do is do a whole bunch of videos ahead of time to basically have like 10 days off at the end of December, beginning of January, just so I can spend it with my family before they all go back to work and school. So this is where we're sitting at right now in November, and I'm not doing too bad. This system that I did here, if you have watched my November video, I'll link it if you haven't, but this system did not work for me, and I decided to do something completely different, but you can see I used my rainbow zebra mild liner highlighters. So for December, I'm just going to be using red and green. I haven't decided if it will be the highlighters or if I'll use like Tombows or something to color everything in, but I figured to keep it simple and keep it Christmas colors. And so yeah, basically what I do is I put important dates on my tending list. I'll put books I want to read. And you guys, I have failed so miserably in my reading for this month. I haven't read or finished a single book, and I've just been too caught up with other things. So I'm going to give myself some slack. December is going to be a really work heavy month for me because I'm actually going to do Vlogmas. So I'm going to do weekly vlogs where I'll vlog every single day and then post it on the Sunday. But I'm also doing Planmas where I show how I plan every single day from December 1st to the 25th. So it's going to be ridiculous. A little nervous for it because I've never done anything like that before, but we'll see how it goes. So the first thing that I do is I fill out the Prepare Well page, and I just basically write down ideas for the tending list. So this is the idea page. And then you get the calendar, and I'll write some important dates on here, but I don't technically use this calendar. And then you've got the brainstorming for the month and then the actual tending list. So I always think of the brainstorming for the month as like a rough tending list. So basically anything that goes on this page will go on this page. So I think what we'll do is we'll fill out this page first. The calendar kind of speaks for itself. And then once we finish this page, I'll just talk about it when it's on here and visible and nice and neat. And then we'll kind of wrap things up that way. So let's get started.
Taking turns, not a lesson learned. Who'd imagined I would crash and burn? But you got me there, so I'm declaring a silent war. Can't do it anymore. This is not what I was asking for. But you got me here, then you disappeared. Was it always meant to be a dream? Knowing inside in the middle of
This is pretty much all I can think of on like the moment's notice. But basically, I don't really care about the titles of these boxes. So this is just a brainstorm of everything I have to do in the month. And of course, there are going to be more things. This is just the basic stuff. And so my nephew's birthday is coming up in December. I have to buy my Xmas presents. So we did have a budget. We're not quite at the top yet, and we'll be budgeting, I think, the last paycheck in November. So I'll just write this down here. So I've got one more paycheck in November, and then Chad has done work December 15th. So we still get paid like the third week of December. But because he's off for 3 weeks over Christmas time and he doesn't get any reimbursement, it's basically vacation pay is paid out I'll need to check, but we don't save for it. Whereas a lot of jobs will hold that back and then give it to you when you take time off. But he can just take time off whenever because they pay him vacation pay on each paycheck. So we have three more. I think there's, oops, three more. So that's 200, 200, 200, and 200. Right now we have 1550, I believe. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. So we'll have 800. So yeah, we should have enough because it's just because Chad's getting a new iPad for Christmas, and so is my son because he's had his for like, it's my old one I first bought back in like 2010, and it's destroyed. It's cracked. I've changed the screen on that thing so many times, and it doesn't download the new operating system anymore, and it's my 16 gig iPad. So we're gonna get him a new one, and yeah, we should have 2350, so it should be more than enough for that, plus mine and Danica's gifts, and then plus for other people in our life. So the next thing is I need to schedule some dentist appointments. I'm gonna get the kids' teeth cleaned and checked. And then I need to get some work done and cleaning as well, and so does Chad. So we always kind of book it around Christmas because that's when he's home, and then we can each be there for the kids because my son freaks out when he gets laid down in the dentist chair, so I need the extra support. It is my brother-in-law's birthday as well as my mother-in-law, and we are planning a family get together. I also have my Vlogmas and Planmas in like already scheduled, which is good, but it's just a matter of following through. So I think what I'll do is check that one off on the daily tracker, kind of like a habit tracker, because I think that might be the best way to maintain that. And then celebrating New Year's. So I think my mom will be watching our kids, I hope. Decorating the house, but before we do that, we need to clean and organize the house. And part of that will be finishing up organizing the DVDs. I got my last DVD case. I'm hoping that I can do that probably by the end of next week. I don't know, it's just been so busy with work. Continuing on, I need to write out all my Christmas cards. I've got about 24 or 25 that I need to write out. I'll get my mom to take a family photo of us once we have the tree set up and everything. And then I have to send the cards. We need to make plans for Red Deer. And I also have to plan out my videos for my Makeup Monday on my other channel, Sandra Dahl Beauty. And I usually do lots of Christmas makeup tutorials. So I'll probably do that again. And then I need to schedule all of my like planner setup videos for the end of December. So I've already got 2 or 3 of them filmed, but I need to edit a few. I still need to film a few more. And basically, like, they're really convoluted. They take a lot to plan out. So I'm just kind of preparing for that. And then I'm excited for time off because I will have like 10 days off at the end of December into January. And I'm excited and nervous to also do Planmas and Vlogmas. And then I'm also excited for the holidays and decorating the house because I love decorating. I don't love taking everything down though. I really like decorating. Okay, so, honestly, I don't really think I need to use this calendar because the only thing that I would probably put on here is my son is done school as of the 20th, I think. His winter break starts on the 20th, but technically it's the 18th. So Connor off school. And then Chad actually goes back to work for 1 week. He leaves here. So this is going to be interesting. It might be hard for me to do like Vlogmas on these days because it'll be easy the first week because Chad will be home. But then he goes for 1 week and then he comes home Wednesday night after work. So that's when he's gone. But then he'll be home like I said, Wednesday night. And then we've got Christmas. We've got New Year's Eve. I'm not going to put all my videos on here. It's just a little repetitious for the end of like all of Vlogmas, Planmas, and then the end of December. I'm just going to leave it. I already have that written down in a different planner. Let's see. Oh, the only other thing that I have is a date with my sister. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, and I'm not sure when. It might be dinner, it might be lunch, I don't know. And so we're going to get together on the 3rd. I forgot about that one. I should write that down. Okay. And yes, my son is off school on the 18th. So it's going to be interesting because my kids are crazy. So you guys will see that if you are watching my Vlogmas and my Planmas. And I'm also planning on getting up at 5. Yeah. I don't know if I can get up at 5. And I have to do that every day in order for me to do Planmas. Because my daughter is like, well, my daughter and my son, they're like little energy vampires. I don't feel like filming in the evening because they just suck all of the energy out of me. Like I'm exhausted by the end of the day. So I have to get up at 5 in order to get that done. And then I can vlog each day. And so that's going to be hard enough because I'll do Planmas, I'll film it in the morning, try to have it edited before they wake up, which is like 7:30. And then still do Vlogmas like every single day to post on Sunday. So my plan is to try to edit the daily part of the video so that I'm not stuck editing like a whole half-hour video every Saturday night. So yeah, so that's going to be interesting. The other thing I'm not quite sure is whether I'm still doing the Franklin plan with me on the Saturdays or the Sunday. I haven't decided that because to do that type of video, it's like an hour and a half on top of everything else. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try it the first week, and if it's just too much work, I might just wait till the end of the December and get back into it in January. Okay. So now moving on to this part here. So this is where I'm going to write down all of the ideas I have to track. And I am going to reference the previous month because yeah, I think I just need to do that. So let's go ahead, we'll fill this out, and then I'm going to start writing it out here. And so then you guys can follow along and we'll chat about the tending list once I'm done. So I'm all done, and you know what? It's perfect timing because my daughter just woke up. She's not crying, but I have to actually get going to pick up my son right away. It is 20 to 3, so this is perfect timing. And I just wanted to kind of discuss this a little bit. So I didn't do this in like capitalized font. Sometimes I do when I want to be really, really neat. Like here, I thought sometimes it looks different. It looks better sometimes if you do it this way. And honestly, I'm probably going to be too busy to care in December. That's how crazy it is. And also, I wanted to point out that sometimes I have additional spots that I've got so much to track, so much to like kind of take care of that I write like past the lines. But I actually have two spaces for the monthly, and I was trying to think of things to add because I was so short. But I want to give myself some grace because it is going to be a busy month and I didn't want to overwhelm myself. And that's why even here, I'm actually tracking Vlogmas and Planmas, which is something I don't do. So this would technically only be like 5 tracking items. And I'm just doing the most important things, which is kind of all you can ask of yourself when you're busy. So birthdays I put all together because, they're birthdays. So I put them all together. I have a sister date on the 3rd. And even books read, if I don't read any books or if I read one book, I'm not going to freak out about that as much because, again, I'm going to be busy every day doing a lot of editing and filming, and I just might not have time to read that much. Xmas Decorations, it'll be a one-time thing. I'll probably vlog that and clean the basement. So that is something I forgot to write on here, but Chad and I were talking about potentially organizing my half of the basement because it is a wreck. There's tons of baby stuff down there, and we don't even have the space to move around to organize it. So we just need to try to somehow move things to get to the point where we can at least walk, because I have a wall full of Rubbermaid containers with tons of stuff in them all labeled, but you can't even get to it because I've got all the clothes and the baby things all piled in front. And on that note, normally we would attempt to get rid of it all, but we're still trying for a third baby and we don't want to rebuy all the new, like all the stuff. So I want to keep it, obviously. And we're lucky that we don't, we have a basement. I know there's a lot of places, usually here in Canada, we all have basements, but I found it interesting that in the States, a lot of times there's no basements. And I think that's partly due to areas that flood, or I don't know. What are the other reasons? A lot of you guys from the States watch my channel, so let me know what other reasons there would be for not having a basement. Flooding makes sense to me, but I'm not really sure why anyone else wouldn't have, unless it's like earthquakes or something. So then January monthly planning. So I kind of broke it into 2, but really, I did make a few changes. I don't think I mentioned this before, but I made changes in my happy planner. So I'm gonna do like a flip through at the end of December so you guys can see how I'm using it now. But I got rid of my Erin Condren, so I'm not planning in that anymore. And it was only good until December anyway, but it's a goner, it's done. My happy planner, I had 2 separate planners, my home and my work. I got rid of a couple sections of the home planner and I was thinking of just kiboshing it all, but I still want to keep track of my health and I want to keep track of my reading and what else? And my home schedule. So if I was to repurchase any Happy Planner products, the only one I was thinking of potentially would be the home, which is a dashboard layout that I use. And part of me was like, why am I buying another Happy Planner when I want to use my Franklin planner for all that stuff? But I really like the layout so much. I can look at it. My groceries are one side, my cleaning and my taking care of my maintenance of my home is on the other side. And oh, and my son's like anything to do with school stuff is on that planner as well. This makes sense to me. And I don't know if I want to keep it or not. I haven't decided yet. But the sections that I have on that planner is basically tons of my business stuff, and which has also got multiple things going on that side. And then I've got my home, my reading, and my health. And so health and home, I think for the new year, I was initially going to kibosh the reading and just get rid of it. And if anything I pick up along the way, anything important, I would put in my commonplace notebook. And then the home and the health would transfer over to my Franklin planner. So that's still in the works because I don't want to repurchase another planner. It's already bad enough that I'm using my Happy Planner for work. And that's kind of where like the lines between my work and my home just kind of like blur a little bit because I work from home and I'm an entrepreneur, so it's not like I work for somebody else where, my planner for work would be strictly confidential. I can't show it or it's separate because really the lines blur all the time. And I'm sometimes I'm multitasking. I'm watching my kids while I'm working, So yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided on that score yet, but I really like the classic size Happy Planner for certain things. It just feels right, and I feel like I need to keep it still. It's been part of my routine for the last 5 years anyway, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna think about that one. But anyway, so email subscription letter. I have worked on my first email subscription letter. I think I'm going to send it today. It's actually for my sticker sale that I'm having on the Black Friday weekend from the 26th to the 29th, which is Cyber Monday. So I'll have everything in my shop 25% off. The link is down below, but my website is www.sandradahl.ca. And you just have to, I think the sale will be done by the time this video posts, but I'm going to market it anyway. It's just, I want to get into the email newsletter thing. I want to start sending out emails and getting into the habit of doing that. So I'm still looking into Loom, still looking into MailChimp. There's a few videos I want to create using my computer. So I need to still do that, but that might be more of a New Year's thing. And then, of course, comes my December statistics and analytics. That's always the first of the month. And actually, it won't be, because this is for December, this won't be for December analytics. It'll actually be November analytics because I know it sounds kind of complicated. The December analytics will be done January 1st, which is no longer in this planner. Like, it'll be in the new one. As for weekly action items, I'm going to clean and organize. I've got different things I need to do, and technically the basement would fall in that, but because the basement's such a big project, I wanted to have a space all by itself. I want to track when I post my blogs, updating Asana. That is a weekly task for me. It's kind of like a Kanban board, so I've got a monthly task list, and then I've got a day for each of the days of the week, and then I put all of my tasks in the monthly area, and then as I need to move them over, I move them to the different days of the current week, and then on the Sunday I delete everything and start fresh for the new week. Date night, we will have 3 because one of the weeks Chad is gone back to work and one of them is Christmas. So unless we go out Christmas Eve, which I highly doubt, we're going to be probably busy wrapping presents, so we won't have time. Family time, so that's watching movies with our kids, going sledding, anything like that. And then I still put Tarot Oracle Journal on here, but I'm probably guessing I won't have the time. But I'll see. As for daily, so of course, Vlogmas, Planmas, I thought it would be beneficial to track it so I don't get off schedule. Water, which is, a given. My 10-minute tidy, which also, if I'm going to be vlogging my life, I need to keep my house clean. Journaling, tracking expenses, which is like absolutely necessary. This is my reminder in the morning. If I forget the previous day, this reminds me every morning. And then the last one is skincare. And technically, I don't really need skincare on there because I really suck at putting my lotion and my serum on. I really do. I only do it when I do my makeup, which has only been once a week lately. So I just need to either start doing it or maybe stop tracking it. Yeah, you know what, you guys? As much as I want to take advantage of, let's see, I'm just gonna take it off because as much as I like using all of the available space in any planner that I have, I don't need to track it. I feel like it's a waste of my time. Like, I don't even do it half the time. So why am I tracking it if I don't even do it? I don't know. That may be a negative way of looking at it, but in the past, from my experience, putting it in the Powersheets doesn't necessarily mean it's going to make me do it. The same with my water. But water, I really do need to do it. The skincare, you know what? My skin is still good. I've been moisturizing most of the time, so Anyway, we'll see. But anyway, that's it for the standing list. I'm sorry if it was all over the place, but I'm already getting a little bit of like this anxiety panic attack from thinking about December. It's going to be a wild one, you guys, and I hope you are excited to join me for the ride. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please, please, please subscribe and join our family. It's been so exciting growing my channel over the last year or so, and I'm just so happy you guys are all here watching, and we'll see how it continues into the new year. And last but not least, I always say click on the bell button. You will be notified every time I upload a video so you won't miss out on any, especially with Vlogmas coming up around the corner. You never know. And I know that people don't watch every single video. I get it because it's a lot to take in, but I really am going to try to keep the videos short just so they're easier to watch. I think as long as they're like 10 minutes or less, I think that's a good time frame, especially with the planning. It's part of the reason why I cut out my Erin Condren and a lot of the Happy Planner stuff. So it'll literally be my Powersheets check off, and then it will be my Happy Planner, work and home, and then I'll move into my bullet journal. And I think that if I was to do the Franklin Planner, I'd probably do that in a separate video if it was the weekly video. I'll also do that. I'll have to start planning in there every single day in the morning because I usually do it at nighttime just to keep myself prepared. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to start doing that in the day too. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.